Hello, friends. Hello, Lilianna. Nice to see you. Finally, we could meet after a long time. Yeah, we have been planning our meeting for some time already. But finally, today we will talk with you. And the topic will be dedicated to the relationships in Bangladeshi family. We will talk about Bangladesh, about England, about different countries. And let's start. And I would like to ask you to introduce you a little bit yourself. Where are you from? What do you do? So that our listeners know you a little bit better.
Yes, namaste.
Namaste.
My name is Lilianna and I'm from Poland. But live in England like over 8 years already now. And I'm full-time student at Global Business and Management, and as well blogging about the India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, but in Polish language, obviously, and care about my kids at house.
Yeah, that's great. You should do it in English as well. You will have more people because unfortunately I don't understand Polish. Maybe some words, yeah, similar to Russian, but not really.
That's the problem.
Yeah, I think you're interested in Indian culture, as I can see, especially in Indian movies. I think you have your group dedicated to that. Were you interested in Indian culture before, or did you start after you met your husband?
Before, far way before I met him.
How did it start? May I ask you, after you watched some Indian movies, or did you have some Indian friends?
After I watched a Bollywood movie, Indian movie, yeah. I watched, I think as everyone in Poland, Kabi Kushi Kabi Gam,
Yeah.
but it was on TV program, but I not didn't enjoy that one much because it was on TV and it was lots of adverts all the way, and this like 3 hours movie was like 16 hours long. So this was not my first choice. But then there was the DVD in the newspaper magazine. At this time in Poland was the boom on Bollywood, and they add DVD in the magazines. So my sister bought me some, and I just fell in love in it. It was like, I think the movie, it was Tarara Rum Tararara Pum movie. It was
Yeah, so I didn't know that Indian movies are so popular in Poland. Is it still so popular, or it used to be more popular before?
Oh no, it used to be before popular. Now it's decreased already. But we hope, fans of Bollywood hope that it will be again coming back.
Yeah, because it was very popular in Russia, but long time ago. I think when my mother was young, it was really popular. Now, not anymore, unfortunately, but there are a lot of girls who love Bollywood movies a lot. I think in Poland as well. I can see.
It's in the Poland, the same games. It was popular once, long time ago, and now is not anymore.
Yeah, hopefully it will come back because some Indian movies are really great, especially new ones and old ones. I prefer old ones. I don't know. Do you like more new movies or old ones?
The old ones, definitely old ones.
Yes, me too. But some new ones are really great. They show some serious topics. I like this type of movies. And I would like to ask you the most popular question. Let's say, how did you meet your husband? Can you please share with us your beautiful love story?
Yes, sir. I met him by Facebook online, and that is not this story, but that's something unusual in this story is that I met him by my ex-boyfriend because it was common friend of him, and my ex-boyfriend was also from Bangladesh.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
So you met online and he introduced you to him and you started communicating.
Not religious. That was a separate story. But
Yeah. When
after
your husband in Bangladesh or already in England at that time when you met each other?
he was in Spain actually.
Okay, in Spain. He was in Europe. Okay. And
Mhm.
after how long time of communication did you meet for the first time?
I'm not much sure, but it was very fast, really, to be honest. He come to me to Poland and come out that he is already in Poland, but he pretend to be still in Spain. That is crazy story.
That's interesting. Yeah, so he made you a surprise.
Surprise, yeah, very surprising.
Yeah, and how fast did you understand that he is the one with whom you would like to spend your life with? Which qualities maybe impressed you the most about your husband?
Oh, I didn't. I was thinking that was as well is funny because he like we met and he just tell I want married you and I was like okay fine and I was like he is joking obviously he is joking. I was after heartbreak so it was like okay no I was all time thinking that he is joking till then when he coming back to buy me the ring and to that he really mean it.
Wow, that's amazing. So how many times did he come to Poland before you got married actually?
He was in Poland actually. He was all this time in Poland when we met.
Okay, so after you met each other, he moved to Poland from Spain.
Yes.
Wow, that's great. And what was the reaction of your family when you told them that actually you are in love with a foreigner and you are going to marry?
My parents was okay, just no, not not really. But my rest of family, the reaction was different. There's some was like okay, don't care, and some was like what you are doing, what even call my mom what your daughter is really doing, why that's dangerous, that's not good.
Yeah, so but your parents actually accepted your choice immediately.
Oh yeah, accepted my choice immediately, yes.
Yeah, because probably you already were in relation with Bangladeshi before, so maybe for them it wasn't a shock or something. Yeah.
Yeah, they know I was heartbroken at this time, so it's light me up, obviously. So
Yes, of course, I can understand. And
yeah,
what type of marriage did you have? Did you marry in Poland or you also had a traditional Bangladeshi wedding?
we had no traditional Bangladeshi wedding at all. We married in Poland in the registration office, but we married in Poland as well in like nikah. This is Muslim Muslim marriage, Islam marriage.
Yes. So you had like two different ceremonies, like by Muslim
Yeah.
traditions and by Christian ones.
Yes, yes, yes. But the first was in the Muslim ceremony, nikah, and it was in Warsaw. But just that was crazy, as like everything. Uh, really, to be honest, is crazy life. I was not aware many of things this time, and it was like some friend of my husband give us this marriage like he was to be imam, just like something like a priest in the Christian community. And I was thinking this is hilarious at this time, but
Yeah,
they say
that's nice.
he knows very good about the Islam and about this and he can do it. And just some witness was as well his friends.
But did you know about Islam before you met your husband? Because, okay, in Bangladesh there are mostly Muslims and there are only a few Hindus.
Yes, yes, that's right. No, I didn't know about Islam before I met my husband. No,
No,
not
and
at all. I knew because of my ex-boyfriend actually, little bit, but that was not good enough.
yeah, and I see one question. Did you change your religion or not, or you just have nikah ceremony?
At this time, I not changed my religion. I just had only nikah ceremony as a Christian. Christian can marry Muslim man and is not cause the problems. There is allowed in Islam actually.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Later on, by the years, I changed my religion and I convert to Islam. Yes.
Yeah, and do you follow all the like? Do you celebrate main festivals? Do you pray or like during Ramadan, for example?
Yes, now is Ramadan coming and yes, I celebrate, but it's not easy, not easy to follow, to be honest, especially when you are like brought up in totally other traditions, religion, and this is just it's something different.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with you, and I think it's very difficult not to be able to eat the whole day. I mean, this thing would be very difficult for me from early morning until late in the evening.
Yeah, that was difficult first time, but then you are like used to it, and because they are like Bangladeshi, they are from the childhood, they are used to it, so it's more easy for them, I believe that.
Yes, of course. Yeah, yes. And I see a comment that I know that Polish people are strong Christians. So,
They are actually maybe not that strong because that is only like in public eyes strong.
yeah,
Same as Muslim. I will say about every religion, they have ups and downs. Like we are just only humans, all.
yeah, that's true. I agree. And after you got married, you stayed in Poland for some time, I think.
Yes, that's correct.
And how long did you live in Poland before you moved to UK?
It was like I'm not sure, like 1 year plus, 1 year plus, maybe 2 years maximum.
Ah, okay, so not for so long. And how did your husband feel himself in Poland? Did he feel comfortable? Could he find a job? Because I heard from other Polish girls that it's not very safe for foreigners to live in Poland, but I think it depends on the city, maybe. Maybe it's better in, yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the city. We had no safety problems, not safety issue, especially that I live in the town, more little town where just like people more know each other. So it was not the issue.
Mhm.
And yeah, so we have no safety problem, but my husband, well, yeah, had problem with finding the job, but find some in takeaways, but also is not waiting for these all documents and stuff. Visa is just so painful and so long process. So everything is complex.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And he was not feeling. He was not like he had some friend from Bangladesh as well in Poland, but mostly students, and he was not feeling like comfortable. He want just move on somewhere else.
But are there many Bangladeshis in Poland or mostly Indians, I think? More Indians, probably.
I probably think most Indian people and other nationalities than Bangladeshi, but now I hear that now is more Bangladeshis as well coming into Poland, but I feel like the Poland is just a stop to the other country in Europe to go.
Yeah,
It's not the permanent stay for them.
yeah, it's the same like Russia, yes. Most of them prefer to go somewhere else or stay somewhere else.
So sad, but it's so true.
Yeah, and are you learning each other's languages? Can your husband speak Polish and can you understand or speak Bengali?
Yeah, he can understand and speak little bit Polish, same as me, little bit understand and speak Bengali, but this is not perfect and is not fluent and it's just not very good.
Yeah, but do you understand Hindi? Because probably you watch mostly Hindi movies. 'Cause Bangladesh, they also have very good movies. Bengali movies, according to me, they are really great, but I stopped watching them because earlier I could understand Bango a little bit, but now not anymore. Do you watch mostly Hindi movies or Bengali ones?
Hindi movies, Bollywood movies, not Bengali one. But yeah, but I think that Hindi and watching movies is help a lot with language. Yeah, that somehow I knew some words and that not much, but that is helpful.
Yeah, so, but you speak with your husband in English mostly.
In English, yeah, in English
Yeah.
mostly. Unless that we are very angry, then everyone have own language.
Yes, I can imagine. And probably he knows Hindi. I don't know. Not all Bangladeshi, I think, speak Hindi. Does he know Hindi a little bit?
Not yes, he know Hindi. Yes, because in Bangladesh they as well from childhood watching Indian movies, Bollywood movies, so they know from it.
I think they really like their own movies because I used to have quite a few Bangladeshi friends back at Moscow, and they really love their own movies a lot. They were patriot, like our movies are the best. Yeah.
Yes, they have.
Yeah, I think I just saw a few of them, but very old ones, and they remind me Hindi movies a lot. It's almost the same topic, like love stories, almost the same. Maybe now it changed, I don't know.
Yes, yes, I saw some of them as well, and yes, but actually my husband watching more like Bangla Natok is like some series, drama series, funny comedy, something like this than Bengali movies. So watching more of this than Bengali movies sometimes together.
Yeah, that's nice. And so now you are living in England. How fast did you adjust in this country? Do you feel comfortable there? Do you live, which city do you live?
Near Manchester.
Ah, you live near Manchester.
In smaller town near Manchester.
Yeah, and
Surrounded.
how do you like it there?
How long? 9 years? I think 8, 9 years already living here, and I not adjust fast. It was long process. I was not happy to coming here at all.
Why did
Oh,
you would you prefer to stay in Poland instead or somewhere else?
yeah, maybe stay in Poland or just move somewhere else than England.
Yeah, you
Definitively.
don't feel comfortable in England.
No, not at all. Now already yes, but at first not really.
But what was the main problem for you to adjust in UK after you came from Poland?
Everything is just weather so depressing that I had this time I had a small kid because we coming when he was like 1 year old, maybe less than 1 year old, so he was very little, crying at this time. It was our first child, my first child, so and first child, new country, of everything, new language, everything. It was very hard, I think, and the weather, be far away from my family members, that everything together come like complex problem.
No, I can understand. Yeah, it's not easy, and the weather is really depressing. I went only to London, but now I think you had very good weather. I don't know how it is in Manchester, but it was almost summer. I saw pictures from London. It was amazing.
It was almost summer already, spring, and I'm so happy because I love the spring season. But today actually is weather is broken, it's raining right now.
Yeah, the same here. So we have pretty similar weather. But I think, is it much warmer in Poland? I thought that in Poland it's also same type of weather.
No, it's not same time of weather in Poland is different. In England, it's just like rainy, cloudy, sometimes sun, sometimes no. But in Poland, it's like it's summer, it's hot, it's winter, it's snow, it's cold.
Yes, yeah, I understand that. Yeah, but I think it's also not, yes, probably in winter it's very cold in Poland as well. You're
Yeah.
from which part of Poland are you from?
From next to Poznan, is like next to the border with the Germany.
Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, but I think it's still more, how to say, it's not very cold in winter. Do you have snow there?
Before yes, but a few years before yes, now is no anymore.
Yes, yes, it's same here, and I think in UK you also don't have snow. It's mostly gray.
In UK no at all. Sometimes very rarely, but the winter is here like the fall season.
Yeah, and now after living in UK for so many years, what do you like the most about this country?
I like the most about this country that everyone like mind them own business. Can
Yeah,
and
that's
like
the point.
yeah, and you can go like without makeup, without like whatever comfortable you feeling with clothes, that no one is judging you no matter what you're wearing, what makeup. And in Poland I feel this pressure, you have to be have all time when you go even to shop for the bread, you have to have full makeup on, full like stylish dress, fashionable and everything.
Like in Russia, because in Russia you can't go anywhere without makeup. Looks very strange that how come you go to the shop without makeup, not on the heels, not already.
Yeah, you can go actually, but then you not feel comfortable in Poland in this case because people watching and judging. I hope now change it little bit, but I'm not sure. And as well, I love the positivity, like free-minded is so that people on the street smiling to you, just say something, whatever, passing by.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, when people are friendly, I think it's really important. Yeah, because in
Yeah,
our countries, it's not very common that people smile on the street. Like, if you know each other, yes,
yeah,
you smile to each other, but not just to unknown person. You will not just come and say hi.
exactly, not to unknown persons. So that's cool. And as well, I think the possibilities here with like language, school study, which work, which haven't in Poland.
Yeah, yeah, I can understand. And is there something except weather what you don't like about England, what you couldn't accept or understand? Is there something else?
What I couldn't accept or understand, I don't really can now remember, but just like I try to all these years, I try to adjust because at first it was horrible for me. Everything was horrible, really. Weather was horrible. This houses style, everything just like. Oh, that's one thing. What was as well maybe not horrible but shocking for me. It was like I coming here my husband to my husband family and friends. So everyone was Bangladeshi. So everyone before I move on tell me in Poland that you come to England and you will so fast catch English and you will fluent brilliant, but no, because I almost not hear English past few years, only Bengali language. So that was not the case.
Yeah, and could you find some friends in UK? Like, do you communicate mainly with Polish women or maybe with local or with Bangladesh? Could you find really good friends with whom you can spend time with?
Actually, not at all. Just my husband family, my husband friends. And I find some friends in England, but they live on the other side of England, obviously.
Yeah, is it difficult to find? Do you have some Polish women in your city or not at all?
Not at all. There was some, but they gone. So not Polish people at all at my city.
Yeah, so it's not so easy to really find friends. But
No,
what
it
about English people? Are they like friendly to foreigners? Is it easy to communicate with them?
English people, yeah, they are friendly and can communicate with them well. But actually, I almost very less English British people met here. Actually, mostly I met other foreigners.
Oh, that's
So
nice. So there are many
interest.
foreigners in the city where you live.
Yeah. So they are British people, of course, but the part where I've been that mostly foreigners and Bangladeshi, Indian, Italian,
Oh,
different nationalities, but less British people. I met few, but but I think that's not enough to say. And this is also interesting because I was worried about my English skills, etc. But other foreigners, so English is sometimes on similar level or even worse. So that's not the issue really.
yeah, yeah, and of course everyone has accent, and I think it's pretty normal.
Yeah,
Yeah, as long as people can understand you, I think there are no issue actually.
yeah, that is what the matter, that they can understand you.
Yes, that's the most important thing. Yes, indeed. And
I live in Russia without makeup, say Taras Kola. I can live in Poland without makeup as well, but that's feel kind of what do you say, society pressure.
yeah,
Society pressure. It's not that you cannot live without makeup, but you feel different.
yes, that's true. That's true. Because when you go out, you see all women have makeup, and then if you just look different, then it's kind of strange. They will probably look at you or they'll ask, "Oh, why you don't have any makeup?"
Yeah, maybe they will not ask, but you not feel confident, you not feel comfortable, or there are so amazing, beautiful with makeup, with full makeup, with full dress, like like everywhere.
Yeah,
So
here it's the same. Women here, they don't use any makeup. That's why when I see some women with makeup, they're normally either from Russia or from Eastern Europe. So you can understand.
yeah, exactly. That is exactly the case. Yeah, I think that mostly, yeah. When I see that is funny, but that is true.
Yes, that's true because there are also a lot of girls from Poland, of course, not in Netherlands and Belgium, yeah. And even here they prefer to look different, yeah. They prefer to put makeup. Okay, not only Polish girls, I mean all Eastern Europe, let's say. It can be
Yeah,
Hungarian, Czech, like these countries, yes.
exactly.
So they like to be
Um,
beautiful, yes, and different. Yeah. You wanted to say
Bengali
something? Yes.
Bengali language is different than Hindi. Yeah, it's different than Hindi. Totally. Some words are common actually.
Yes, some words are really similar, but I think Bangla is much easier than Hindi, I would say, especially from the grammar point of view. I think it's easier.
Maybe. I'm not sure about that.
I live in suburb of St. Petersburg. Nobody asked me about makeup. Yeah, never. Okay, no one asked me either, but yeah,
They're not asking. It's just how you feel, but surroundings.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. No one asked me either. But if I went to work or if I just went okay, I didn't put makeup when I went to the shop, yeah, because it's kind of strange. But of course, if you go somewhere out, if you go to work, you have to put makeup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is it.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask you, you went a few times. I don't know, how many times did you go to Bangladesh?
2 times.
2 times. And
2 times, 3 times, two times or 3 times, and 2 times, I think.
what was your first impression about this country? Because it's okay, on one side, it's very similar to India, but I think there are still a lot of differences. And which places did you visit? What did you like the most there?
I was so excited because it was my dream to go to India, and I say Bangladesh is like before was like Hindustan, so it's like little bit like India.
Yes.
So it's exciting. Like some half of dream is come true. So I was have positive attitude, and I think that's helped a lot because I enjoy this travel somehow. But yeah, but there are some positive side and some negative side. I love just the nature, the sea, lakes, Chittagong Bazaar. I mean yeah, the beach. That's brilliant, and the village, the palm tree jungle is everything so calm and so cool.
Yeah, so you mainly stayed in Chittagong and in the neighboring town.
At Chittagong mostly, and of course we need to go by Dhaka because this capital for move on from there to the Chittagong, and at Nohali, so is like a village part.
Okay, did you go to Cox Bazar? I think it's a very beautiful place.
Yes, we went to Cox's Bazar when we was there first time, and it's so beautiful. I enjoyed it. Was really nice place. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
So I think you found it. I don't know. You never went to India, not even to Delhi or no, no.
Still plan to go someday.
Still on your list. Yes, but I think there are not so many differences. Although people say that Bangladesh is much poorer than India, for example, there are a lot of people. How did you react on that? Because I saw some pictures from Dhaka. It's so crowded. There are people everywhere. There are houses like so close to each other, and kind of looks like very chaotic.
Yes, very crowded, really very crowded, so much people. But I think that in Dhaka more than in Chittagong. In Chittagong still crowded and still so much people, but little bit less, I can say. And traffic, all the rickshaw car, taxi, everything cars that just crazy traveling. It's just like I was like I was all the time praying that we just go to the place where we have to go.
Yeah. The traffic is really
So
crazy. Yeah.
so adrenaline travel.
That's true, but you still enjoy it.
I still enjoy it, yeah, because you know the boost of adrenaline is like stress but positive at the same. If you
Yeah.
can go to
Yeah, and would you like actually to stay in Bangladesh, maybe to live for some time, or it would be difficult for you? What do you think?
I think it maybe, but it will be difficult for me. I think because this totally different life than from the Europe life. So I can go for holidays, but stay prefer in Europe.
Yeah, I can understand. Especially if you stay in small cities, it's kind of difficult to find job, probably difficult to communicate with people. Not every, do people speak English mainly there or not really?
Yeah. Mostly they speak English. Mostly, yeah. They speak like Banglish, so it's connection Bengali connection with English. So it's sometimes easy to catch up, but not all of people. Some speak only Bengali, Hindi,
Yeah,
not English.
probably in smaller cities, more people, they don't.
Yeah, city and oldest old people. Yeah, so no.
Yeah, and how are your relations with your parents-in-law? Did they accept you immediately? How was their reaction when their son told them that he's going to marry a foreigner girl?
Bangladesh, yes, Bangladesh. No, my father-in-law passed away before we got married, before I didn't know him at all. And my mother-in-law actually passed away like 1 year ago, but I managed to meet her, but it was not odd. It was good. She accepted, but she obviously preferred to have some Bengali wife for his son, because he was only the one who not get arranged marriage, just choose by himself.
Okay, so all other kids, they had arranged marriage.
Yeah, arranged marriage, yeah. The other brothers and sisters of my husband, they all have arranged marriage.
Okay, so your husband really went against his family and chose himself.
Yeah, he asked about permission, but when the father not living, so he asked his the oldest brother, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and he gave the permission actually, but he said, my husband said that when his father if his father leaves, so maybe it will not so easy, and maybe he will not agree.
So his father was like more strict.
Yeah, more strict. Yeah, his father was more strict.
Yeah, and the rest of his family, they all live in Bangladesh or someone else live abroad? His brothers?
His brother, yeah, most of the family live in Bangladesh, but some brother live in England, and it's why we coming to England.
Okay, that's nice. So actually, he is the only one who is married to a foreigner among the whole
Yes,
family.
he is the only one. But actually, when I was in Bangladesh, so meet lots of people, family members, I don't know, even family members, not family members, maybe friends. That's lots of people was, and I hear lots of story that someone married the foreigner. So
Yeah,
they shared
because the most
yeah, lots of like this stories. So I think is nowadays is already most common thing to do, most popular than before.
yeah, because a lot of Bangladeshis, they live abroad, and there are a lot of couples. I think I remember even in maybe 90s, I already knew some couples in Russia because there are a lot of Bangladeshis, and they married Russian girls, and I think I met also on Instagram some girls who are married, but no one live in Bangladesh. Yeah, I know only one Russian girl who is living in Bangladesh. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, I hear just as this story that someone with love married with the Russian girl actually, and they ask you, this next to Poland is like, do you know the language? Something? No, I don't know. That's not that similar.
Yeah, no, there are some similar words. If you really listen careful, you will catch up some words. I think it's more close
Yeah.
to maybe to Ukrainian. I think maybe you understand more.
Yes, but maybe some similar, but not to proper understand.
Yeah, of course, because you probably didn't learn Russian. I think the elder generation, they used to learn Russian at school. I know.
Yes. I'm not from this generation.
Yeah, yeah,
I was learning English at school and Deutsch.
yeah, German. Okay, yes. So you still remember German?
No, not at all.
Me too. I forgot it. I also learned German at school. Yeah, no English, but German, and then I learned English. And so, in general, your husband's mother accepted you well when you came for the first time. Did they organize some ceremony in Bangladesh, like because when the woman come for the first time, I think they often organize maybe not a marriage, but some special ceremony, like I don't know, some religious ceremony. Did you have something like that there?
No, we had some ceremony. Just we had one ceremony for my kid. It was Akika. It's like establish the name of the kid, something like I don't know what to compare it. And this was kind of party. Yeah, that was the party.
Yeah, okay.
we
So you went, you already had a child when you went to Bangladesh.
Yes,
Yeah.
I had a child already. Well, the first time we went, we come with one kid, and second time we come with two kids.
That's great. And how do they like? Okay, they were probably really little when they went to Bangladesh, but did they like it there?
Not at all.
No.
No, they say it's boring. Boring, too much mosquitoes, dirty. Of course, not everywhere is dirty. Some part are dirty, lots of rubbish. Other are clean. Depends. Yeah.
Yeah, my kids were shocked to see so much dirt on the street. They were, oh my God, why do they throw everything on the street? And how will you explain why? They just saw that people throwing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes. And so do you visit Bangladesh not very often?
Not very often. No.
No.
That's a big deal to go to very often.
Yes, yes, I can imagine. It's not cheap, first of all.
The family, kids. So this is need preparation, need lots of money.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. And what do you think about Bangladeshi people? What make them really different if we compare them with Polish, or with English? Which qualities are very common for Bangladeshi men, especially? What do you think?
It's hard to say to really with the generalization.
Yeah, but still, there are some qualities which are more common. For example, like they say that Eastern men, they are more family orientated, they love kids, and some things like the Western men are not the same. What would you say about Bangladeshi people?
That family value, yeah, that lots of family connection, family value are so strong, connect with them families, and they are very open and welcoming into the country, maybe even more welcoming and more invited than the Polish people.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're very hospitable because I remember my friends, if you visit them, they will just cook so much you can't even eat all of it.
Yeah, that exactly, that is it. They cook so much. They very hospitable, more even than Polish people as well are hospitable, but not that. But I think that Bangladesh even more.
Yes, yeah, and some other qualities which are different according to you. What do you think are Bangladeshi men are romantic, sentimental? How they are according to you? Of course, everyone is different, but amongst people whom you know.
Everyone is different, obviously, as it's hard to say for all the population. But I will say that that family values are really strong, and that is the that is the point. So it can compare that Polish people or others maybe less strong value with family, that living family together all the and what else? Say that sentimental, I mean, but maybe that they are focused on savings.
Yeah.
More focused on savings money, or plan future, thinking more about the future and not only about the present.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think that's why a lot of them go abroad actually to save money. Many of them go back just to build a house, for example, and have better life. Yeah, because it's not easy to live in Bangladesh.
Yes, exactly. So I think maybe for some people it's easier to live in Bangladesh.
No,
Yes,
if you have a lot of money, you can live anywhere, I think.
you can live anywhere, but I think it's for these people who have very good job there, so it's more easy and it's from there, from childhood have very good job there. It's more easy for them to live there because they live on some standards, and the life there is like more calm, more slow than in here.
Yes, yes, that's true. Especially if you are a doctor or if you work in IT, I think they earn a lot of money in India as
Yeah.
well.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, so, but not for everyone, yeah. Otherwise, they wouldn't leave their country. So many of them just going to other
Yeah.
countries. Yeah, you can, okay, as well, Indians as well, yeah, they prefer to find some better life and save money, and maybe when they're older they can go back home. Yes, that's what they do actually, a lot of them. Yeah, they spend most of their life abroad, and then in the old age they go back.
Exactly. Yeah, most people do that as well.
Yes, and you have two sons, and how old are they?
4 years and 8 years old, two sons. Yeah.
Yes, and which traditions are you bringing them up, and which languages do they speak?
They speak mainly. They speak English mainly, and that is it.
So, do you
I
speak Polish with them, or do you speak English with them?
will speak English with them. Sometimes I speak. Sometimes I try to now this Polish, but it's very hard to to do that.
Yes, yes, you have to do it from the beginning. Yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah, from the beginning, but now it's not from the beginning that is difficult. So when he was in England when the first kid started school, so he was not speaking for the long time, and I was advised to speak to him only one language, English, obviously, that he can manage the school. So I was doing that then from this time, and it's how he's come out. But now I'm not happy with this. But what to do now is what is it? Just what is it?
I had the same problem with my other son. He started speaking very late and he had to go to school very early. So we decided just I used to speak Russian with them, but then I stopped completely. And then we switched to English only, and it was much faster, much easier for the child. But now they can understand, but they reply me in English. If I ask something in Russian, they understand, but they reply in English. They don't use Russian so much.
Yes, that is it. What is it?
But do they understand Polish, or just if you speak Polish with them, do they understand you, or not really?
Oh, not really, not really.
And your husband, does he teach them Bangla or not? No, he speaks English with them.
No English with them speak. No, no. If I know, if I want they speak Bangla, I will have to teach Bangla myself and then teach them. Otherwise, not coming possible. I don't think so.
Yeah, and how do they
Them
communicate with your family? Because if they don't speak Polish, do your parents speak English or only Polish?
only Polish.
So you translate. How do they communicate with their grandparents?
Yeah, I'm translator. I'm translate.
Yeah, but I think it's not late yet because your younger son is only 4, so you can.
Yeah, they can. If someone want to communicate, they will. They can show. They besides the body language as well is lots of good to understand each other.
No, but even if you start speak more Polish with them, I think especially younger one, he will pick up very fast. It's not a problem.
Yes, I think yeah.
So the main language is the English. In your family, like with kids, with husband, you mainly speak. They hear mainly English language.
English. Yeah.
Yeah, and what about traditions? Which traditions do you bring them up? Like mix like Polish, Bengali, everything together, or mainly like Bangladeshi ones, something like, do you celebrate both festivals, like which you celebrate in Poland and or in Bangladesh? How is it in your family?
Mix, totally mix. Polish, Bangladeshi, and British as well, because we live in England.
Yeah, because I know that in some families they prefer not to celebrate, for example, especially in Muslim families, they don't really celebrate Christmas. I don't know. Do you celebrate everything?
Yeah, we celebrate everything.
Yeah, so you celebrate Christmas, you celebrate Ramadan, everything, all the festivals.
Everything. Oh, what is everything what we can celebrate?
Yeah, that's actually interesting because it's also interesting in mixed families. It's for me, it's a very interesting topic. Whom do their kids feel more like? They more attract to mother's culture or they're more attract to father's culture? Can you say about your elder son?
I'm not sure, but I think he more like my culture.
In
In my culture, because I think it's because when he went Bangladesh, he didn't like it at all.
so he didn't like it at all.
Yeah, but even not mine. Even they more like British culture. Like they say maybe they British, not Polish, not Bengali, just British because they are live here from from the very small.
Yes, yes, that's true. Because you live in a third country, it's a totally different experience, the same with us. Yeah, if you
Yeah.
live like in Poland or in Bangladesh, that would be different. But do you visit Poland often? Do you visit your family?
Yeah, I visit my family. Not that often as I would want, but yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. And what about, let's say, Bangladeshi or Indian food? Do you like it? Do you cook mainly Bangladeshi dishes at home? Or how does your husband like Polish food or maybe some other Western food? Because I know that Indians, they're really patriotic about their cuisine. They don't like to try anything else. They prefer to eat Indian food every day. Yes, how it is in your family?
Yeah, my husband is the same. He don't like other food than his. There's Bangladeshi food, and yeah, I cooking mostly Bangladeshi food. It's similar to Indian food, actually. Indian food and Bangladeshi is similar, and they're mostly Indian food, and for kids sometimes different.
And what about kids? Do they like Polish food more or Bangladeshi food?
They like both. They like different things.
So,
Every day they
but
like
can they
different food.
handle spicy food? Because some kids they don't like spices at all.
No, they don't like it very spicy. Little bit spicy is okay, but they don't like it too spicy.
So but you cook both like Polish and Bangladeshi food at home.
Yes.
And what is your favorite food? I think in Bangladesh they eat a lot of fish. There are a lot of dishes with fish, and
Yeah.
very tasty.
This is not my favorite. Seafood is not my favorite food. I don't like it at all. It's, even they have like this in Bangladesh, this very smelly fish. It's called chutki. I don't know his English word. It's maybe Bengali word chutki, and it's very smelly. It's like horrible, and I hate it really. When like my neighbor cooking it, that is smell everywhere. It's just horrible. I
But
don't
I
like
had
it.
only one fish. It was elish. Elish, you know elish?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is so tasty. It's really amazing because I love fish a lot. Okay, no, maybe not that smelly one, but I never tried it. I don't know. But I really love fish, and the best fish I ever tried was fish cooked in Bengali way. It was really amazing.
Yeah. I like different food, like Polish, Polish, Bengali, Indian, all Italian, all kind.
So you like different type of food. And what is your favorite? Okay, Indian food or Bengali because it's really similar. What do you like the most?
So I think is biryani chicken, biryani chicken rice. And that is it. And oh, I know, it's pani puri. Pani puri is lovely. Pani puri.
But I think in UK you have a lot of Indian shops where you can get everything.
Yes, here is a lot of Indian shop when I can get the stuff. Yes.
Yeah, that's nice. And your husband, do you cook at least sometime Polish food for him, or he doesn't like it at all?
He doesn't like it at all.
No, not at all. Only Bangladesh.
Only Bangladeshi food.
He is really patriot of his country, yes. Like most of Indians and Bangladesh, I think as well. I saw in Russia they only cook their own food, and I don't think they would try our food. It's too blind for them. It's not. They like spicy food as well. Do you eat spicy food or not?
Like spicy, yeah, very spicy, yes, very spicy. Like very spicy. And Polish husband say Polish food is to no taste. He cannot feel any taste, no spice.
I can imagine, but you can cut a little bit chili, and then it will be fine.
Maybe still not convincing.
Yeah, but it's not a problem for you because probably you can cook for your husband separately and for kids and for yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where are you from? I'm from Poland.
Yes. Today we talk about Poland and Bangladesh. Yeah. I think
Yes.
I know one more couple, but they also live in UK, but I don't remember where is the girl from, but she's also married to Bangladesh. I think there are a lot of couples in UK like this, especially.
Yeah, that's lots of mixed couples in UK.
Yeah. And I would like to ask you one question, which I ask all the girls whom I meet live, yeah, because I think it's kind of important question. What would you recommend to the girls who are already in relationship with Bangladeshi men? What they should pay attention at, and to prevent any mistakes or maybe misunderstanding in future? How to behave with them, because Eastern culture, Eastern men, they're very different. So you have to behave differently. So what would you recommend?
I recommend I recommend to just don't blame everything on the culture difference and different tradition. Just follow what you will be doing as well with Polish men or with your countrymen. Just don't concentrate on the culture difference too much.
Uh-huh. And do you think is it important to visit like Bangladesh or India to meet family before you decide to marry, or it's not really important? Did you know already the mother of your husband before you get married?
No, I didn't know mother of my husband before we got married. Yeah, I know her only, I just see her on like Skype on the video call.
I mean, he introduced you to her so that she saw you, yes, that's what I mean. You didn't go to Bangladesh before, yes, but...
No, we did not go Bangladesh before married, but we saw each other on like video call, photos, that is.
And
So,
do you think is it important to visit the country of your future husband, or not really?
I think it's important to visit the country of the future husband and meet with the family, see how the family behave around you, and how it's really important because they are so close to the family.
Yes.
So it's important to know how the family behave, how family is, and what's up to, and how you will treat and how you will feel them.
Yeah, that's true, because for Eastern men, their parents are like gods, because they treat them like gods, and they really listen what they say, what they suggest. If they say no, I think many men wouldn't even marry a foreigner. A lot of them, you probably also heard a lot of stories when the parents didn't agree and the couple break up because of that.
Exactly, yeah, I hit marriage story of that. So I think it's important to meet the families from both sides.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yes, and something else would you recommend to the girls, especially who are in relation with Bangladeshi men, because it's also different religion, different culture. Like even in India, there are mostly in Hinduism, in Bangladesh, Islam. Yeah, so there are differences, of course.
Yeah, I think that just read some stories and get to know a little bit about the religion and country is always good to have some knowledge
Yeah,
before going to any deeper relation.
yeah, that's true. And in your family, like, because both of you are from very different society, very different religion, very different culture, upbringing. What was the most difficult for you when you started relations, or everything just went smoothly?
No, not everything went smoothly. Everything was.
Or it took some time to adjust to each other, how it was in your family? Because I can imagine it's not the same culture.
Yeah, it's not the same culture. You have to learn about each other. I think it's even common with the same culture and traditions relationship that you have to that's fight, that's ups and downs, so you have to go through it.
Yeah, that's true. And I think it's very important to respect each other, like religions, traditions, and maybe learn about each other's traditions because then it will help you a lot.
Yes,
And you already
definitely.
knew so much before, I think, before you met your husband, you were already in love with Indian culture, so you knew how it is, so it was easier for you.
No, but I was hope to get married to the Indian man, but it's not going out. No, it's like like in the Bollywood movie, but it's coming different ways of what to do.
Yeah, but it's still very similar countries. When I posted videos from Bangladesh yesterday, no one guessed that it was Bangladesh. Everyone thought India, Pakistan, even Egypt, but not Bangladesh. So it's very similar because if you see rickshaws and if you, it's you will not understand that it's not India. Yeah, so people were confused.
Your advice, your advice is interesting. Thank you.
Yeah, yes. So it wasn't so difficult for you, or can you say that it was difficult in the beginning to adjust to each other?
It was difficult at the beginning to adjust. To be honest, yeah, it was difficult. It was kind of storm before it's cooled down.
Yes, yes, I can understand. Yeah, but in the end, yeah, what is most important that you respect each other, that you understand each other. I think it's important to talk if you don't agree with something. I think many girls they try to become more like Indian, they behave more like Indian, but it's also wrong. You should remain yourself. Yeah, you should.
Yes, you should absolutely. This is very good advice. You should remain just yourself and follow your heart and your soul, and not come to be someone else. Try to be someone else, and as well, not only adapt to the husband culture and his tradition, but just as well show your culture and tradition to him.
Yeah, because everywhere you have some nice maybe and not so good points of traditions, culture, yeah, and you should keep the best thing from both cultures.
Exactly, the best things from both culture, and that it will be perfect.
Yeah, and I'm sure you teach your kids the same as well to respect all cultures, all religions, because it's
Yeah,
important. Yes, when you have mixed kids, they see already from the beginning that parents are from different societies, but they're still together.
yes, exactly.
Yeah, and
And important
one more question I
as
would
well,
love. Sorry.
I think as well important is understand each other, the language. It should be under mutual understanding each other. So the language is a tool, but is important tool. So
Was.
better know the language than don't know the language.
Yeah, even if you don't know each other mother tongues, at least to be able to speak some third language. Yeah, like you speak English with your husband, because I know some girls who don't even speak proper English and they can't really communicate with their husband properly. But I find it really strange. I won't be able to live like that. Because how can you talk? It's important to explain your feelings, explain if you don't like something, if you really want something, how would you communicate if you can't really speak English? Many thanks for the contribution. Yes.
I heard some stories where just people don't know the third language or their own language and still come up or break up. So it's why I mention it.
Yeah, but are you planning to learn your husband's mother tongue, or it's not really important at the moment?
Not that important at the moment, but I hope that one day I will learn.
Yeah, I think now it's much easier because you have so many apps. When I was learning Hindi and all the languages, it was difficult because you couldn't even find anything. There was no internet, so you could just, there was no dictionaries really. So I was lucky because we had some Indian culture center in Moscow, so I was going there a little bit just to learn Hindi. Yeah, but not in all cities you have it. So I think it's fun to know each other's language. I think if you
Yeah,
have time and the wish to learn, of course. You still have
yeah,
little kids, yeah, probably you don't have so much time just to concentrate on some third language.
yeah. It's fun to know each other languages.
Yeah, that's true. And one question I would like to ask you: can you say that? Okay, you told already that in the beginning it was difficult for you to live in UK to adjust to everything. But can you tell now, after 9 years, that UK became like a second home for you? Would you like to stay there, or are you planning to move somewhere else, maybe in future?
Yes, definitely. After the years, you can become my second home. So yes, it's easy for me now stay here, and yeah, definitely is good here right now.
Yeah.
But maybe I would like to move on someday somewhere on some island.
That's the best option, actually. Yeah, away from everyone, just live peacefully somewhere.
Yes, exactly.
But your husband, you said he lived in Spain before you met.
Yes.
Yeah, and does he like more life in Spain or in UK? Because I think it's also very different countries. People, according to me, are much friendlier and nicer, and of course, climate is really great in Spain.
Yeah, I don't know because I not visit Spain yet, so so I don't know, but I think he prefer UK.
Okay, maybe from the work of point, because it's easier to find job in UK, and of course it's different language there. You have to learn Spanish. Yes, in Spain, yeah, that's true. I see something in Polish. I cannot. Maybe you can pronounce it correctly.
Podziękowanie. Podziękowania.
Thank
Dziękuję.
you in Polish, or what is?
Thank you.
Yeah, because it's totally different than Russian, so I couldn't read it. I was not sure if I can pronounce it. Yeah, this is my friend. Yeah, nice to see you, Tatiana. She lives in Russia. Yeah, so it was nice that she was watching us, and I would like to thank you to join me today, answer all the questions. It was a really nice conversation. I learned myself a lot of things. And I really hope to visit Bangladesh myself one day, because I saw pictures from there. Although people say that it's very poor, it's very dirty, you should go there. But I think there are so many beautiful places, and you saw them. Of course, there are wonderful nature, parks, everything. And it's worth visiting. Yeah, and I wish you to visit Bangladesh soon again. I think you went 3 years ago, you were telling me last time.
1, 2 years. 1 year ago, 2 years ago.
I think in 2019 you went, or
19. So yeah, 19.
yeah, same here, yeah, because we couldn't go, I think, no, you couldn't go anywhere for 3 years already, but now, luckily, the situation is much better everywhere, so we can travel again. And I wish you to visit Bangladesh again to discover more nice countries. Oh, no, sorry, not countries, places. Yeah, because, and of course, to visit India, it's your dream. You should go there one day. Yes.
Obviously. Thank you so much. I hope you as well enjoy your travel to Bangladesh, and yes, it's not all dirty and like this is some wonderful and beautiful place there as well. So it's worth to visit. Obviously, it's worth.
Yes, of course. And I think it's more interesting to go to some places where there are more nature, not to stay in the big cities. I think it's much nicer there.
Yes, it's much nicer there. Yeah.
Yeah, because Dhaka, to be honest, it scared me a little bit. It was so crowded. I saw that, okay, it's similar maybe to Delhi, but still it was a lot of people. Oh, I saw one more girl who was listening to us. She is also married to Bangladesh and live in UK. That's nice. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, the last messages from there, from her. Couldn't comment much as I have two toddlers. Yeah, she has two little girls. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, it's really nice that you joined us today. Yeah, maybe one day we can talk with you about Bangladesh more and share different experience. Liliana, I would like to thank you again for a lovely conversation. Let's keep in touch, and I hope we will meet again. Why not? I have a lot of topics to discuss. It was really nice meeting you after a long time. Yeah, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for invitation and for nice conversation.
Yes, I really enjoy it. Yes, it's you know that I'm always a little bit worried when I have to speak in English because I'm afraid that if someone will not understand me, but it was all perfect.
Not worries. I understand you very well.
Yes, yes, it was really nice. Yeah, the information was really interesting. Thank you very much. We are very happy that we had useful information for everyone. And if you have any questions, you can note them down under our interview. I will save it, of course. If you couldn't watch it online, then you can watch the recording on YouTube. I will also upload it there. So thanks everyone for joining us today, and I wish you a very great day. Hopefully it will stop raining and it will become nicer and sunnier and we can enjoy.
Thank you so much. Thank you all. Thank you for your invitation.
Yes.
Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste. Have a nice day. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.